2011. What's really brilliant about 2011 is that the media allowed the protesting that was going on to be presented on TV. Because what I've noticed in the past, especially like prior in 2003, before we went to war, 2002, 2003, there was very little press coverage about the war. There was massive demonstrations going on. You wouldn't see it on the news. You'd have 1 million people protesting in San Francisco, and you would not see it on the news. You might see a little photo, in the back of a newspaper or something, but it was not advertised. The media allowed Occupy to come forward and be presented visually, which I think was really important, and it was very inspiring. I'm not seeing a lot about Occupy on the news right now. They're, I think, doing their own photographs and putting them up on websites of what's happening. I hear very little about it in 2012. They're saying things, America, wake up. The whole world is going bankrupt. In war in Afghanistan. People are aware of the problems, but they have not had a voice because the corporations have become more powerful than the people. Their voices are stronger. They control the news media, the military-industrial complex, the suppliers of the weapons, the tanks, the planes, all the gear. They're more in charge of our country than we are. And the problem with these corporations, one of our major corporations, I want to double check the statistics, but even if I'm off just by a little tiny bit. I'm going to say Halliburton. Let's say Halliburton has 100 different companies, major companies. 2 of them are in the U.S. And out of those 2, they've got blankets of other companies all underneath them. But their other 98 major countries are multinational. One of their biggest facilities is in Dubai. These corporations have the same rights as individual citizens, U.S. citizens. U.S. citizens cannot have multinational status, but these corporations can. These corporations take money from Americans, from the government. They take the money offshore. That money doesn't go back to help the people. There's a lot of things that need to happen to change. One of the biggest culprits that will pop up in the grid, it's the Federal Reserve. It happened in 1999. Citibank merged with Travelers Insurance Group. You have 2 financial institutions that are massive that merged. It was illegal. It was the laws to put that in place. It was illegal. Happened right after the Depression. They were there for a reason. And in 1999, the Federal Reserve gave Citibank and Travelers Insurance Group permission to merge. That means that the Federal Reserve had more authority than the U.S. government. It was illegal. Now the U.S. government, through Clinton, that's when he was president at the time, changed the Glass-Steagall Act, which allowed Citibank and Travelers Group to merge, to make it a legal thing. That opened up the door for all the other banks to merge, all the chaos that happened, all the money that was thrown at us, the opportunity of money thrown at us, ended up becoming the final collapse in 2008. Happened because of what happened with Citigroup, Travelers Group, the Federal Reserve, giving them permission. I feel like we were baited. I feel like we were naive. But whether we were naive or not, we had so much presented around us that felt like it was okay. It wasn't. It was a diversion. It was a diversion to not pay attention to what was going on behind us. So I need the grid next to show you